Motherfucking Corey Danger. That is the enjoy.
Hello and welcome to today's video. We're just gonna have a little chat. I have nothing to show reseller wise. We're gonna be talking about working wise. And when I talk about working, I'm talking about working at a restaurant. And well, we are in trying times right now. We have a pandemic going on. Who knows whenever it's gonna end? It may never end anytime soon. But I just wanted to make this video because currently I'm in California, Southern California, San Diego. Did reopen for a little bit, but then there was like a little spike in cases or whatever, and now the governor closed things up again. There are different sort of rules, I guess you could say. It's not like totally closed like before. I can still go to Ross's, right? Ross's are still open. Most restaurants are still open. Unfortunately, the gyms are not open anymore. They closed up the gyms, so I can't really go back to working out. I do, however, have been working out on my exercise bike here. I have a bench in the garage, and my roommates have a bunch of dumbbells, so I've been trying to keep that up. And I also started meal prepping. That's not the point of this video. Let's talk about being a server during a pandemic, during a lockdown. If you're a server or you want to be a server, now is probably not the best time to be one, to be honest. And I say this for a myriad of reasons, right? My restaurant is not even at half capacity anymore. You can't serve inside the building. The stipulation is you can still sell to-go items and you can have patio seating. When the lockdown happened, I don't know what the word is, happened again, we only had 4 tables outside in the patio to begin with. We basically slashed all the servers in half. So we had a bunch of servers, now we have half of that because some servers don't want to work anymore because they might fear getting, the virus or whatever, or some servers found somewhere else to do, or some servers don't even want to work anymore. They want to get that PUA, that pandemic unemployment assistance, which right now I think it is August, so that extra $600 is gone. They are trying to maybe implement a $400 a week, but who knows when that may happen. So if you were lucky enough, like me, to just apply for that extra assistance, I got like an extra $1,200 every 2 weeks. So that's $2,400 a month for not really doing much. I'm working still, and when we locked down again, I reapplied. I stopped because I wanted to be fair, right? I don't want to just take advantage of the benefits while working and still receiving the unemployment assistance. Silly me, I should have just kept doing it, because even though I reapplied, and I've been honest, I put how many hours I worked, and I even put I'm still working, we do have less hours. Hours have been cut because there are less need for servers because you can't serve inside. We serve patio, and at the time we only had 4 tables. Fortunately for me, I was still accepted, so I still got some money. I should have just kept going. My bank account would have been pretty good right now, and I did pay off pretty much all my bills. All my bills are taken care of, thank the Lord. But yeah, I am still working. Now, like I said, 4 patio tables is what we started with. As the days went on, my restaurant started to add more tables. And fortunately for my restaurant, our restaurant is located right next to a mall entrance. So there's a lot of sort of concrete space in front of that door, which is right next to our restaurant. So my restaurant basically asked the mall, which is closed, by the way. The mall is closed. Only thing that's open is whatever restaurants inside the food court, which is we're next to, wants to work or open or whatever. I went inside recently and there was like only 2 shops open. So everything else in the mall is closed. So there really isn't a need for that entrance. So my restaurant asked the mall management or whatever, is like, could we use this space to put more tables up? Which we did. And my restaurant bought umbrellas, shade, more tables, and things like that. And so we went from 4 tables to about 12 tables currently, right now. Or 9, 13 tables. We're at 13 tables. We have 4 on our designated patio and then 9 on that sort of open concrete area. And unfortunately, we can only serve alcohol on our 4 section because that's considered part of the restaurant. The mall side cannot have any alcohol in it because it's the mall thing, and I guess they don't have like alcoholic permits. So we do have an issue when it comes to people who want to drink, which they are allowed to do. People can come in, or not in, but to use the patio and drink. We serve alcohol and things like that. So, and we have had a lot of people come in. Surprisingly, it's been busy. It's a good and a bad thing. If you need the money, it's good. But if you're worried about the virus, not really good, because we have an influx of people just keep coming in and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just telling you my experience and how it is affected during these trying times. My restaurant used to have servers only and hostesses, but we sort of switched things up. We now have a service partner, which I am officially pretty much the go-to service partner for my restaurant because I'm pretty much the best at it. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm very goal-oriented or like procedure-oriented. People skills isn't as great as others, so I'm more hands-on. So I make the drinks, I serve the tables, the food, and whatever. The servers handle the talking and the overall engagement of customers. I handle the hard stuff basically, and I'm good at it. I'm good at pressure. I can handle multiple orders at a time. I can pretty much fill up my tray of drinks and go to like 4 different tables at one time rather than having to go back and forth, back and forth. So that's what I can do. I'm good at management, multitasking, and my managers know that. And I just really don't want to deal with customers. That's just not my thing. So, with that said, servers have been cut in half. We now have service partners, but they don't need that many service partners and they don't need that many servers. Basically, how it's been going is during the slower days, which are like the weekdays, we have a bartender, a service partner, and a couple hosts. The bartender pretty much handles the whole 13 tables. All they gotta do is just take the orders and make sure everything's okay. My job is to get all the drinks out and the food out. Servers has also busses the tables, but I'll help if I'm free. If I don't have anything else to do, I will help bus tables. And then the hosts are in charge of seating and to-go items. I also will help to-go items too because I'm basically my main station is at the expo line. I handle the drinks, I handle the plating, I handle the running, and then I help with to-goes if I have nothing else to do. I also roll silverware, I also restock ice and drink cups and anything, sauces, whatever. That's what I do because I'm good at it. So basically there's only 2 main service partners. I handle this amount of days, the other one handles that amount of days. And our shift is basically 12:30 to almost closing because that's when they mainly need us, and then the servers and hosts will close or the servers and hosts will open. So they don't really need that many people. So that's why I haven't seen a lot of my coworkers for the most part. I've just mainly been seeing the same ones every day I work. So with that said, hours have been cut, servers have been cut. Still working, but also store hours have been cut as well. We used to be able to close at 10 p.m. on weekdays and I think 11 p.m. on weekends. Now it's just a straight 8 p.m. That's when we close every day. Open at 11, close at 8. We have been very busy. I'll be honest. We've been getting a lot of people coming in and we get a lot of to-goes. Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, whatever, online orders. It's just been very busy during a pandemic. You think it wouldn't be. You think people want to stay home or whatever, but that is the opposite of the case. Opposite of the fact. It's just opposite. We're just busy every day, even on weekdays. Busy, especially at a 2-hour block, 6 to 8 o'clock block. That is probably arguably the most busiest time that we ever get. Dinner time. We've gotten guests come all the way through to like 2 minutes before closing. They still want to get served. They'll come in. We've got those kind of customers. You think people will be, nice and considerate and not pull one of that shit where they come in a minute before closing, but no, they'll come in, especially if the drinker ones want to come in. The ones that hang out for a while. I've had that a lot. So, with that said, still busy, still making a lot of tip, which is a good thing. And with the service partner, we do get a percentage of the server's tip because we're helping each other out. So I've been making, knock on wood, I've been making some good tip, good money. So I don't know how it is with other restaurants, but at my restaurant, we've been very stable, been working a lot. I've been sweating a lot, honestly. I'm constantly moving, constantly doing stuff. There is really never a dull moment for a server's partner like myself. There can be times where hostess will talk to each other if they don't have any, to-go orders, or servers will talk because all the servers or all the tables have been helped or whatever, so they have a little leeway for them. Me, I gotta make sure that everything is good and ready to roll. Speaking of roll, I gotta roll a ton of silverware, which I freaking hate doing, but I guess we gotta do it because you want to keep everything nice and sanitary or whatever. But yeah, honestly, not much has been different except for the masking. It kind of sucks, to be honest, to be a server and having to wear these dang things. At least when you're eating, you can take it off. Me, I can't take it off unless I'm eating or I need a drink, but sometimes it's just hard to breathe in your own bad breath. sucks. But I guess we just have to be safe, better safe than sorry. So if if you want to get into serving, just keep that in mind. You may not get hired. Like I said, hours have been cut. The amount of servers needed or workers needed has been cut. We haven't hired anybody in a while. We did hire a couple hostesses while we were still open, but we haven't hired when we closed because basically we don't need it. We could just use the same ones, basically get more shifts, just less workers, which can be a good and a bad thing. If you really want to get to know your coworkers, this is the most opportune time to do it because you have some time to just chit chat, get to know each other, bond. This is probably the best time to do it if you want to bond with your coworkers, but also not the best time because you can't really do much. Like, oh, let's go out after work and get some drinks. Can't really do that here in California. You got an LA mayor or something that'll cut your power and water if you try to hold any kind of parties or whatever. It's a crazy time we live in. I'll give you that. It hasn't been that crazy here in San Diego. Everyone's just pretty much just living their life, I guess, so far, which is a good thing. Still getting busy. Just got an email saying that movie theaters are reopening this month, which, we'll see how that goes. We do have a movie theater next to the food court and next to us, so that's just gonna make more people come in, more foot traffic, which is, like I said, a good and a bad thing. It's good if you want to make money. It's bad if you want to stay safe. Yeah, crazy times. So if you want to still be a server, or if you're a server and still working, that's good for you. But I don't expect a lot of restaurants to be hiring anytime soon, especially here in California. Other places, you may be good. You just have to wear your mask, which, like I said, kind of sucks, but it's a necessary suck. I don't know why I said that. So if you're a server, please let me know. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave a comment. For me personally, it's not that bad. Only thing is, it does get a bit tiring because before this whole thing, my hours were basically hovering around 4-hour shift, 4 to 5 hours. Now I'm going past that. I'm going to the 6, 7, 8 hour range because they want to, stretch my abilities, I guess. I don't know. They just want to keep the sort of payroll down. So rather than paying so many different people, they could just pay me and I can just handle everything, I guess. I don't know how that works. It's just the way it is right now. So I have been getting tired, but I'm on a break. 4 days right now. I guess they don't need me that much anymore. But now that I have no bills, I want to go travel, but I can't travel because of, sucks, right? So I guess I just got to start saving, planning, and getting ready to go out there once it's safe. If you have any questions about being a server during these times, let me know. So just a brief summary, it's busier, but it's also like you're working with less people, you are wearing masks all the time, you're washing your hands more, you're making sure that you're wearing gloves when bringing in bussing tables, social distancing, even though it makes no sense anymore because I'm gonna have to come up to your table like this close and drop your stuff. I don't have like a pizza paddle where I can just sort of, here you go, take it, can you take it off please? It's slipping. No. That would be interesting though, right? I hand you your food like on a big ass pizza paddle or like one of those claws and I'm just like, here you go. That would be interesting. Or everyone sort of lives in like this plastic bubble and then I put the food on this like tray, open it up, put the food down, close it, and then on the other side you open it up, put the food out, close it. Who knows? Maybe that's the way things might end up being. I'm rambling. Love, peace, and chicken grease. See you next time.